Hello and welcome to another episode. So today we're having a look at Bancroft Mill in Barnoldswick. So it's first steam of 2026, so let's have a look around. So here we are at the entrance. So this is the entrance into the mill. So you go in through the door from the car park and you go straight into the cafe, which serves tea, coffee, cakes, well worth a look. There's the entrance desk. And here we are into the engine house with the Roberts engine. There's the shop. So to the left originally was a very large dynamo providing electric for the mill. Apologies for being a bit blurred here. So here we are on the looms. So there's 3 looms still that work. 2 that produce tea towels that you can buy in the shop. And here we are going into the boiler house. So on the right hand side there you see a launcher boiler that originally powered the engine. But now they use the Cornish, which was originally put in for steam heating. So that's a launcher boiler to the right, and here we are going up towards the economisers. So these preheated the feed water before it went into the boiler. Now the green economiser engine.
And it went out that started here. I thought, well, that's charming. Anyway, I carried on going, and I went 20 minutes after the lunchtime.
There's some pumps on display on the right. So the launch boiler, so that's the crown valve in the centre, dead weight safety valve at the far end. So as I say, this is the boiler that was used when the mill was running. So, here we are having a look at the side flue. So not a view you normally see. So the gases went down there and into the main flue and came up from there from the flame bed, which comes from the very early boilers and mills where the fire was underneath the boiler. That's a launch boiler, 9 foot diameter, 30 foot long. Through that door runs into the Cornish boiler. Here we are going into the mill yard. And here's the Cornish boiler. That Cornish boiler now runs on wood. And provides steam for the Bradley engine and the Roberts engine. So here we are back in the yard. That's the engine house from the Roberts engine where we were before. And here we are going into the Bradley engine house. So this is a tandem compound, whereas the Roberts engine is a cross compound. There's a condenser in front, low pressure and the high pressure behind. There we are with Phillips starting the engine. So there we have the low pressure cylinder. And the high pressure. So that's the trip gear you can see working on the inlets at the top and the exhaust on the bottom with the wrist plates in the middle. There's the trip gear on the high pressure. So this engine originally came from another mill and was rebuilt and restored in this mill by the volunteers. You can see the Lum's speed regulator there working on the governor. And locking arms for the eccentrics and the eccentric rods. And the cross-heading connecting rod going round in the far distance. Right, so let's go and have a look at the Roberts engine back out into the mill yard. So you've got a Mother and Platt fire pump in front of you, boiler house to the right. And let's go and have a look at the Roberts engine. You can see it just winding down here to be having the steam shutter. So this engine was original to the mill and once ran 1,000 Lancashire looms as well as other machinery, tape sizers and the like. There's a low pressure cylinder. So the mill's 1920, so it was quite late on for mills, and as far as I know this was the last mill built in Barnoldswick. There's a mock-up office at the end. There's a flywheel with the ropes. So we did have a bit of trouble at the mill today, which you'll have to see in a minute.
Sorry, I'll just cruise past. Cheers.
Right, so this is the high pressure cylinder. So you can see the trip gear working here with the two inlet valves. So at the moment the governor is demanding full steam whilst the engine's starting, so the valves are going through the full travel. The rotary valves on this, rotary coil valves. As you see, as the engine comes up to speed, the governor will come into play and the valve travel will reduce. There we go. So that's now just letting the breath of steam. There's the governor. And we'll now see the governor come into play as the balls up. Oh, there we go. So this was the first run of the day. All was going well up to this point. This is a close-up of the drip gear on the low pressure cylinder on the Robus engine. Something like a lubricator action on a low pressure cylinder. And this was the end of the first run. Now the second run was going well until disaster struck, and one of the drive ropes to the second motion puller decided to start coming apart, which led to an emergency shutdown. Here is the rope being cut through.
Disappear around the
So we
wheel.
had to remove the rope. So we then barred the engine round to drag the rope up and over the flywheel and coil it up in the undercroft. There's still 8 ropes driving. Unfortunately, we've now lost another rope. As far as we know, these ropes will be at least 60 to 70 years old, so they've done pretty well lasting this long. They're black because there is graphite grease on them, which would help their lifespan and would also provide more grip as well. And there's the cut end of the rope being dragged up to the second motion pull. So it's coiling in the basement below the second motion pulley on this. Now this is something rather rare, and none of us there had ever seen this happen. Or had to take a rope off an engine before, so it was something quite interesting to see today. Oh, this is the third one. This is the high pressure piston coming in and out, so you can see how it rises and falls. Every mill engine does this, especially when there's wear on the piston rings. And there's Mr. Bobby, one of the 2 mechanical lubricators. Just tell them to stop in the engine. Open the drain. And there we go, so that was the last run of the day. So, hope you enjoyed this video. There's Robert's engine. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Please take a look through the past videos. There's quite a few for Bancroft, Queen Street and other moves, so take a look at them. So, thank you for watching, and please like, comment, and if you really like them, if you feel like it, subscribe. Thanks for watching.